Okay, so I'm making this video because I told y'all that I was going to do some educational videos. In this clip, it says, step one, after they sold your baby, they made you love theirs. And for me, this was a clip that I chose to show because I was at home raising my own baby. And I work part-time here and there, but the majority of my time was spent with my firstborn, male-born Halo Metter. And there was always a side eye that I was getting from white women with me walking around with my own baby, especially that my baby's father is white. You know about slavery and how they would snatch the babies away who the white man fathered by the black woman. And the black woman was expected to raise the white woman's child. So being excuse me. Oh, your brother here? Excuse me. I'm stepping out right quick. Being that I'm an African American woman who was actually staying at home raising my own child, I received a lot of negative feedback from white women seeing me raising my child in the community, and from black women who was being forced to leave their babies from newborns so that they could go to work. I raised my baby from a newborn, and I would get negative treatment from black women because they felt like I shouldn't be awarded the opportunity to be able to stay and actually raise my own baby. And I know that stemmed from slavery, with black women feeling like they could not raise their own children and feeling a sense of jealousy when they saw me raising mine. And I know that it had something to do with my son's father being white, where I seen even black women raising their children by black men, but feeling like I shouldn't have the right to be able to raise my child because my child is by a white man. And we know that black women have been in all sorts of predicaments of poverty, where women have had to get on Section 8 and had to receive all sorts of government assistance, but yet they over here trying to make it seem like I gotta find a way to get rich in America before I can get my baby back. And all the other stuff that they pull on black women to keep our children. And you see white women in this clip with around slaves, and that's how they treated black people in America. They treating black people as if they got all these blacks that work for them that can come and sabotage me for them. And that's basically, this is like a reenactment of what's going on in America, with the white women sitting back like and allowing these black people that's working for them in America to try to sabotage me to keep me from getting my baby back. And this is how they wanted me up in the house, like a nigga, like some slave bitch with a scarf on my head, not wanting to see me dressed up or looking nice, trying to pinpoint all my money to see how can she afford to have a nice outfit, or how can she afford to do anything. She just a nigga. She ain't got no money for this. She ain't got no money for that. And then talking about my hair, they were constantly trying to say I needed to perm my hair, and even black women was constantly trying to pick at my hair, and I wasn't even worried about that. I was up in there raising my baby, but all America could do was talk about my hair. And even when I was in the back of the jail fighting the charges, you had all sorts of people from all different ethnicities, including black men and black women, that was back there talking about my hair and trying to talk about me being his bed wench. And I was not his bed wench. My baby daddy had to put a ring on my finger in order to get me to stay with him. And it's like they uphold white women to be like, oh, only a white woman can be married really to a white man and be treated with respect. And they expect the rest of us to coon or to be getting abused and not say nothing about it, and treat us like we cannot be wives. And then there was something about Sarah Bartman, and I'm probably not going to be able to include the clip about Sarah Baartman because it was extremely graphic as far as how they had her on display for her buttocks. And if you know anything about the black community, they trying to talk about my body and trying to say that I'm not good enough to be treated right, and trying to say that I'm washed up and all of this old kind of stuff, which really stems from the same sexual objectification that they did on Miss Sarah Baartman.